Today's show is sponsored by the ABV Network Merchandise Shop. Check out our large assortment of logo merch and our lifestyle collection as well. Just head over to abvnetwork.com and click on shop. We are also sponsored by The Bar to Go. The Bar to Go offers a fully customizable carrying case that allows you to take your favorite distilled spirits or cocktail ingredients with you. Whether you're looking for yourself, a customized gift, or logo items for your business or event, The Bar to Go can help. Check them out at thebartogo.com. Use the number 2 when you type out The Bar to Go. Did you know Neely Family Distillery now ships its popular distilled spirits directly to you? To order, simply call 859-394-3258. Tell them the ABV Network sent you. And now, on to the show.
Let's drink!
Welcome to the Bourbon Daily, the podcast about everything bourbon delivered to you every day of the week. Today on the show, we discuss whether or not bourbon hunting is dead. My name is McNew. Please join me in welcoming my co-host, Steve Akeley, along with our special guests, Tim Swyatt, Jim Fosnot, and Kathy Cool.
Hey, gang, what's up?
Hey, everybody.
Good. Yes, this should be a good show. We're going to be talking about the status of bourbon hunting, what's going on with it. We'll see. We'll discuss it and give you our thoughts after the break. For right now, McNew said there's something she wanted to talk about. What is that, McNew?
Yeah. So in the spirit of bourbon hunting being dead, if you were to be a ghost in the future, who or what would you haunt? You can pick a place. It doesn't have to be a person.
Oh, who or what would you haunt? So
I got one.
Okay.
Go ahead, Kathy.
I'm going to haunt Heidi because I think I can freak her crap right
Oh, yeah. Yeah, me too. I'm gonna haunt Heidi too because she denies things. So the funny thing is, she'd be talking to Jim House. She's scared shitless and all this, and she'd even slip up and tell other people. But then, as they started giving her shit about it, she realized I'm not making myself look that good. So she would just deny it. Then, so I would haunt her to make her do that stuff because Heidi's so great. She could just delete her life, which I wouldn't be able to do. She's like, no, I never said that. That never happened.
She totally believes in ghosts and bad spirits.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
She's in on that. So yeah.
Yeah. So she's in trouble. She's got 2 ghosts after her. So, yeah, she better be watching the obituaries to make sure Kathy and I don't die because we're coming to get her.
She's like, I gotta go first.
yeah, Heidi's begging to go first before us. So she doesn't have to deal with the wrath. Yeah. All right, Tim, you I know you were jumping in. You guys came up with.
I was jumping in. This is going to sound childish, but one of my favorite rides as a kid is the Haunted Mansion at Disney. And I always wanted to be the thousandth ghost because they have room for one more.
One more, okay.
999 ghosts. We have room for one more. And that one, I'm like, I might be that guy. It'd be great.
There you go. A
little silly. Yeah. It'd be fun. Be a hitchhiking ghost.
Hitchhiking ghost. Okay. All right. Jim, how about you?
I guess I just want to be some place I love and scare the crap out of people. So I'll pick. Maybe I'll hunt. Out at Buffalo Trace, I'll just scare the crap out of them.
They got a lot of ghosts already. You should go to like Neely.
Oh yeah,
no ghosts. Yeah, that'd be a good place.
Well, that ghost tour is amazing.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
That'll get your spine tingling.
Yeah. McNew, you asked the question. Where are you going to haunt?
So I've thought about this a lot because I hate when people take like these old gorgeous homes that were single family homes and turn them into apartments and make them real shitty.
Oh yeah.
And I was like, if I owned that Victorian house, I would haunt your ass so bad if you turned my home into this shithole. So I don't think this will be my death house, but like I'm going to haunt my house.
So eventually you're going to be moving into a Victorian style home.
No, I want to live in an MCM in a desert. That's going to be my death house. But I'm going to haunt whoever comes in and changes my shit. Don't change my shit. I'm going to haunt anybody who comes in and paints or changes anything.
You change stuff all the time. So it would just be whatever it was when you died.
This was a new build house. Nobody ancient lived here. Nobody cares.
Nobody lived above the ground.
Lives in another house just like it down the road.
Yeah. Interesting.
These houses are special. I'm going to have a special house that I am going to haunt.
Okay. All right. Well, there you go. There's who or what we will be haunting. So fun stuff. It is now time to drink. What is everyone drinking? Let's start with Kathy this time. Kathy, what do you got there?
I've got a Willet Straight Rye whiskey.
Statewide whiskey?
It's a Straight Rye
Stay
whiskey.
Statewide whiskey?
12.6 proof.
Okay, decent enough. We'll see if it holds up. It doesn't seem like it will, but we'll see. McNew, what do you got?
So in the spirit of hunting, I feel like people look for this one occasionally. I have some WB Stockle.
Okay, not as good as Kathy's. I'll go next. I've got still 630 here. This is barrel number 8 of their Missouri bourbon. So, all right, here we go. No, not enough. Kathy's got the lead. Jim, you're next.
I have a well-loved bottle of New Riff malted rye, so probably not going to be much of it. We'll see.
Oh, nice base. I think it was enough, actually. I think you got it. You got the lead. Tim, you're last but not least.
I am still working down this Legend single barrel from Neely Family Distillery.
Okay. Nah, nothing there. Nothing. You pour that down the drain. There's nothing left in that cork.
There's nothing left.
There's no life left
They're
there.
taking pulls straight from the bottle.
Yeah. So Jim wins. So congrats to Jim.
Congrats,
Cheers,
Jim.
Jim's 2 for 2. Now that he's keeping track. All right. We'll take a quick break. And then when we come back, we're going to get to this topic. Is bourbon hunting dead? We'll do that in just a few. Hello, this is Steve Akeley of the ABV Network. Let's talk about the people who make this show happen. First up is Leatherwood Distillery in Pleasant View, Tennessee. Company founder Andy Lang started distilling as a hobby while serving his country as an elite Green Beret. Andy distilled all over the world during his time in the military and brought this passion back to him in the U.S. when he returned home. A visit to Leatherwood combines Andy Lang's unique distilled spirits and a museum of artifacts from his time serving the U.S. Share a drink with a fallen soldier at their bar where you can grab an acrylic bio off the wall that celebrates the individuals who gave the ultimate sacrifice to protect his or her country. They will also ship their distilled spirits directly to you, so check them out at leatherwooddistillery.com. Hi, this is Steve Akeley, owner of the ABV Network. We're sponsored by the Stave and Thief Society. This is where you, a bourbon enthusiast, can expand your knowledge and emerge a bourbon steward. In 2017, I completed my Executive Bourbon Steward certification. It's the most comprehensive bourbon certification program available and connects you with an expansive network of bourbon enthusiasts and professionals. Check out the full listing of in-person and online certifications and join the society today by enrolling at staveandthief.com. Okay, let's talk about Neely Family Distillery. In 2018, I met Royce Neely at an industry event. He started appearing on our shows, and we became friends during my frequent visits to Kentucky. Today, he's leading the way for young distillers making their mark on the bourbon industry. A visit to Neely Family Distillery combines family history, a look at what makes their products unique, and of course a tasting through their whiskeys, moonshines, and creams. Check them out at neelyfamilydistillery.com and visit them in Sparta, Kentucky.
This is also Freddie Mills going underneath the alias of Danny Kennard. You can find me on Facebook at any time. Just look up Danny Kennard, but I am Freddie Mills. Trust me.
Welcome back to the Bourbon Daily. Today we're discussing is bourbon hunting dead?
Yes, is bourbon hunting dead? Is that, and there used to be a couple different takes on bourbon hunting. There was people who go out and quote unquote bourbon hunt because they're looking for dusties on the shelves, things that have somehow escaped people and been on there for too long. And there's this idea of going to off the beaten path liquor stores and that type of thing. So that was one take on bourbon hunting. The other one was to, find stuff that's just on the shelf that is highly allocated and tough to find. Maybe at your big box store, you never see it, but you go out to the store in the country and there sitting on the shelf is this great bourbon that everybody wants. Are we past those times now? Has too intensive hunting decimated all the stores and there's nothing like that left? Or do we think there's still opportunities to go out there and hit the road and take the Great American Road Trip and just bottle hunt? Is that an option anymore?
I think you used to be able to hunt where you could literally get in your car and hit 5, 6, 7, 8, locations, and you were going to find something at one of those locations that was worth hunting. Now you will occasionally come across one of those bottles, but it's just by chance. I could hit 10 stores a day and I'm not going to see anything. Just kind of right place, right time anymore. It's funny from, working in big box liquor. The thing for me that the people who killed it are the same one who bitch about it so much, because they would come in and they'd, find this great bottle, and then they would immediately put a picture of it on Instagram, and all of a sudden, 20 other people come in looking for that same bottle. But then the next week they'd be bitching that we never have anything. Well, that's because you all put it on a freaking picture and everybody comes and gets it. So they're all doing the same thing. And so, but they'd be the first ones to bitch about people doing it.
Yeah. What does everybody else think?
I think maybe we can change the hunt. Maybe now we look for the extra dip makers.
There you go.
Or
yes.
we hunt
twist it
for
up.
Yeah.
something else.
Yeah, find the elusive slam dunk. That is almost impossible to find. I've never seen one, and you see very few of them, especially now that I had that interview, the overdip versus the slam dunk. So many of them that people are saying are slam dunks are just an overdip. So that's definitely something to look out for. And I always do kind of look for those. I search, but yeah.
Yeah, but social media definitely has played a role in that kind of thing, because I've seen people, Jim, you've got the unique experience where you worked in the stores, but they would take a picture of their crotch shot with their bottle.
Right.
And then they'd take a picture and say, this is my second one because I went out to my car and changed my clothes, and the limit one per person.
Yeah.
I'm like, come on.
I've seen people doing that back when Jim was the store manager. I saw people changing in this parking lot to go back through a second time.
So if your store cashier was doing their job checking IDs, wouldn't they tell you to fuck off? Like,
we would have 6 registers running McNew. It's not just one cashier.
Yeah.
I was thinking like smaller liquor stores, but that's fair. Okay.
Yeah.
The changing the shirt or changing the kid you walk into the store with, that's what you do at the Miller Lite or Coors Light brewery to get more samples. You don't do that to go buy more allocated bourbon. I'm with you. I think Kathy, I think you're right. Chasing different things. I think the brands are going to get more nuanced with what they're doing, putting more unicorns on labels or doing something different to try to keep the exclusivity of certain things. But I think when it comes down to it, if you're going to the liquor store or you're going to the big box stores, everybody knows what you're shopping for. But Steve, you mentioned it multiple times on the Bourbon Daily. You go into the grocery store and there's a stampede of Buffalo Trace sitting on the shelf. Colonel E.H. Taylor sitting on the shelf. I mean, if you're looking for allocated stuff, it's like Target, Albertsons, Jewel, Oscar, whatever the grocery stores. People aren't going there anymore. So now I probably just let the cart out of the bar, the horse out of the barn.
They're not going in the grocery store.
I was an early supporter of grocery store bourbons. I got a lot of shit for it.
Yeah.
And let me really screw with people. Sam's Club and Costco and that, and they'll put stuff out, and you always see pictures of people running across the B-Tech and stuff there. And people go, I don't have a membership. Just so everybody's clear, you don't have to have a membership to buy alcohol at any of those stores. It is illegal to charge a membership to buy alcohol. So you can walk in any Sam's or Costco anywhere in the country without a membership and check out their liquor.
There you go. Yeah. Tell them Jim sent you.
Right. That's a fantastic tip.
That's not bad, right? That's pretty good.
But
we know Costco is a cult.
It's like $25 in 2 minutes. It's not a big deal to get one. Just get one.
Oh gosh, no, because it's a cult. They're into your entire life. Then they chip you while you're there. So monitor all your moves and everything else. So yeah.
For me, Steve, like the unicorns have gone up. For me, it's go after single barrels because they're approachable. You can find great single barrels, and that's the conversation I would have in the store for the last couple of years. Is quit chasing unicorns. All those unicorns is they're finding these spectacular barrels in the rick house, and they're blending them to make this spectacular bottle. I'm going out and I'm tasting out spectacular barrels and picking that one spectacular barrel. There's several single barrels that you and I have picked, Steve, that I will put against any of the unicorns.
Right. Yeah. I agree. And I get stuck doing this, more than anybody, maybe. because I have to get unique whiskeys for our events. And I never find anything like something from the BTAC collection or Pappy or any, this idea of bourbon hunting to find that stuff. It doesn't happen. Now I can find things like Booker's releases, maybe past ones. So I start cobbling and I buy these things. I put them aside and be like, this might be good in an event. And it's not always something for an event I have planned coming up, but it's like, this might fit. So that's what I do. Or buy barrel picks. I always pick up Yellowstone barrel picks when I see them. They're pretty plentiful, but I like them. So I always pick up that kind of stuff. So that's the kind of stuff you can look for. Is that hunting though? I don't really think so. I mean, it's not traditionally what we would have called that by any means, but that's all that's out there these days. So I go to a lot of stores. Nice.
It would be nice if you had a store that had all the hard to get craft whiskeys in one place. That would be fun. Now that'd be something I'd be interested in visiting, trying to find all the stuff I can't find.
Idea. Genius.
Interesting.
That would be something.
Yeah, that would be great, wouldn't it? If only someone could invent that. Yes. Yeah. Look for news very soon, I think.
All over the country.
Very soon, I think might be. Tim, that itch may be scratched. We'll see.
I would love to see it.
So there you go. I mean, traditionally, bourbon hunting definitely gone. That doesn't mean bourbon's still not viable. It's not fun, all those type of things. But things are different now. Now you got to get lucky with the lottery or something like that, or have a loyal.
But you don't even get lucky with the lottery anymore because you end up getting like a 375 of Eco Rare.
Yeah, stuff
for
like
$20 and
change your perspective and realize, hey, there are better things for $50. I can just grab off a shelf. I don't gotta wait for these special unicorns. Of course, they're great, but they're not end all be all. Like, just go grab something fun. Like, pop in a random liquor store, a little mom and pop shop, grab something for $60 you haven't had, and call it a day. Like,
yeah,
and just say hello to them.
Yeah,
just say hello. How are you?
Yeah.
No, I'm not here for Blanton's or Weller or anything. I'm here just to buy a bottle of Yellowstone and just have a conversation.
And they remember you. They're so nice to you. And I'm like, I don't even want anything from you. I just want to come in here and spend money and buy bourbon. And they love us for it.
So quick question though. So, when the big bourbon boom hit, all the big guys started laying down a lot more whiskey. So Buffalo Trace, the amount of rick houses they've added and everything else. So we're about 2 or 3 years away from things like, Blanton's. They should have a significant amount more barrels of that. And Eagle Rare's 10 years, so you're another couple years away from their stuff coming of age. Do you think they will continue to limit that to keep the demand high?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah, they'll ship more of it overseas. They'll do whatever they have to do to make sure that they're at that sweet spot.
And say it wasn't good enough.
Demand outstripping supply. They'll definitely yes.
Didn't they cut back the runs that they did of Booker's? Wasn't it something like 6?
Oh, yeah, they used to do 6 a year. Yeah,
and now there's 4 and
4, maybe 3 on a given year. Just depends. Yeah. So so those things certainly happen. Booker's is a weird one because that would be one that you could get on the shelf every day, and it's here today. It's a batch comes out and it's there for a very short time. You want to when a new batch comes out, you want to get it because then it's just gone. And Booker's is one that you can't get anymore. It's weird to me. So
it's weird.
The unicorn herd is growing.
It is
moving down.
Yeah. All right. Well, we'll wrap this one up as we always do by talking about where people can find us. Kathy, we're going to start with you. Where can people find you?
I'm on the Facebook machine. I'm Kathy Cool.
All right, Tim.
You can find me on OnlyFans selling pictures and things to fund my unicorn bourbon hunting fund.
Oh gosh,
as
imagine.
Well as on
I cannot even imagine what their fan base looks like.
I'm going to ship you that swimsuit. It works wonders, Tim. You're welcome.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, I'm sure I'll have a hard time filling most of it out, but I'm sure I can get there. Yeah, you can find me on the Tasting Events page at abvnetwork.com or on Instagram at SwyGuy2112.
All right, Jim.
You can find me on Facebook at Jim Fosnot, or you can find me on Instagram at FozJim, FAZZJIM.
McNew.
I am on Instagram at McNew ABV.
All right, for me, I'm an easy guy to find at Steve Akeley on Twitter, Instagram, or Facebook. I've got a website, steveakeley.com. The important website, though, is abvnetwork.com. Check it out because everything that we do is out there. We got our shop out there. McNew recently bought the Steve Akeley action figure, so check it out. That and so much more, abvnetwork.com. Look at that thing. There it is. Oh, that looks just like
beautiful.
Looks just like me. So
I can't tell which screen you look at.
Right. Well, yeah. Where do you look now? Yeah. Yeah, it's exactly the same. So
I
there you
didn't
go.
know you're a eunuch, Steve, but that's nice to know.
It's an action figure. They have to do that. So. Unless you want to buy it in a specialty store. And I didn't want to make people go to specialty stores. So, yeah. McNew, anything else to say before we get out of here?
I'd like to remind the audience to please give us a 5-star review. That includes comments. It helps new people find the show, which is very important to us. And if you like what we're doing, we ask that you please visit our Patreon page at patreon.com/the ABV Network.
All right, great job today, gang. For our audience, we'll have a brand new show for you tomorrow. Looking forward to that. Until then, take care, everybody. See ya.
Bye.
See you, everyone.
Bye.
Peace. Before we finish the show, let's talk about some great companies that support the ABV network. First up is Moonshine Still Pro. Moonshine Still Pro has a full line of products to help the home distiller. Whether you want to experiment on the stove in your kitchen or you're looking for a bigger setup in your backyard, owner Russell Creed and his team can help. They have multiple still offerings, accessories, and even grain from their partners at Goldstone Mill to assist you in making whiskey on par with your favorite distillery. They can also help you with some fabricated parts you probably can't make yourself if you are attempting a DIY still project. Learn more or order your still or parts at moonshinestillpro.com. Another friend of ours is the Goldstein family at Goldstone Mill. The Goldsteins offer a variety of heritage and heirloom grains to make the finest whiskeys in the world. Plus, they are more than just a grain company. They are truly consultants to make sure the grains they are providing to you or your business meet your highest expectations. Additionally, they work with mills around the country, ensuring shipping is as low as possible for their customers. If you're a distillery, brewery, or even doing this at home, Goldstone can assist you. Check them out at goldstonemill.com, call them at 217-254-6613, or check in via email at hello@goldstonemill.com.
The Bourbon Daily is part of the ABV Network. For more information or to become a sponsor, please visit abvnetwork.com. Thanks for listening and cheers.
This has been a Steve Akeley production.